Hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Pickled Geeks. We are celebrating another one of Laura's big collections today, actually.
Yes.
I mean, it's a big collection, and yet still a little collection.
Right.
Right, because, can we just tell them?
Go ahead.
They saw it on the thumbnail anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about PEZ today. I mean, it is a blast from the past. When did you start collecting?
Before Funko, so, I collected in the mid-2000s. So what, 2005? Is that the mid-2000s?
Smack dab in the mid-aught 2000s.
Oh.
It's the aughts.
Ought.
Yeah.
Well, I ought to went to class. Anyway, yes, I'm excited about it because that was a precursor, the plastic empire there of Funko for me. And so I'm going to show off a few things. It's going to be awesome.
Well, why don't you come back in just a minute and have a look.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Yep.
So, as we are wont to do, we are going to have a drink that goes along with our theme because we also love a theme.
We love a theme.
And so, what drink are we having? I've forgotten already.
It's called the PEZ.
The what?
The PEZ. Can you believe there's actually a drink called the PEZ?
I can when I see the ingredients, yes.
Because it is sweet and sour, some spiced rum, and some Chambord.
Absolutely.
Which is, what is it, Steve?
Raspberry liqueur.
That's crazy.
It is, and I'm just going to tell you, the recipe calls for Chambord, so we're going to use that. But in this mix, I would recommend go out and pick up a $7.99 bottle of raspberry liqueur because I don't think you're really going to be able to tell that it's Chambord. But equal parts.
Yeah, I like that.
Me too. So I equaled that up in here, enough for two of us.
Okay.
We're going to throw some ice in and give it a shake. And have a little tasty, Lou.
Do we need a straw? A mixing straw.
Feel like we need one?
I don't know. I like them.
I feel like that was a leading question.
Do we need a cherry in it or anything?
It does not call for any garnish, but I always like an umbrella or a garnish.
Well, do we need an umbrella?
Sure.
I mean, I have them.
I knew you would. Okay. Frosty cold. Oh, and kind of frothy. That's a pleasant surprise. I bet that's from the sweet and sour. Whew. I don't know, girl.
This is all locked up.
Huh. Can't say it's the most attractive color, but it's got to taste pretty good because...
I would think.
It's named after the PEZ.
Yeah. I have no garnishes on there, but look at that.
Adorable. All right. One PEZ in liquid form. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's okay. It's pretty good, actually.
It's pretty good.
I would actually say I taste the Chambord way more than I expected.
Yeah.
The sweet and sour is not overly powering. I expected it to be.
No, I don't taste this at all. Normally we have this.
Yeah. I know you're not a huge rum fan normally, but
no.
I drink. This would be a good summer drink outside with an umbrella.
Okay.
Cheers. And to go along with it, we had a real discussion about what our snack was going to be. I felt like it has to be PEZ, right? Because it's fruity like our drink.
Yes.
So we have some options. The orig, I believe, is strawberry, grape, and lemon, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes orange, strawberry. These are the four orig, though, I think.
Well, the orig will tell you about.
Okay,
It's neither of those.
Okay.
But that's fine. They may be the freshest, if that's what you're asking.
I mean,
because he pulled out some sour PEZ, which I don't think they make anymore.
Well, then we got to try that one.
Okay, well-
I'm so excited. I mean, I'm sure I've had the other ones. I've never had the sours.
Well, do you need a knife?
To open PEZ?
Well, I don't know.
Actually, maybe. Hang on. Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh,
We will not be having
I told you.
We're
Right
going
there.
to pass on those. So what
Yeah.
flavor would you like?
well, it's your bus that you're speeding along with Sandra Bullock and what's his name?
Keanu.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Well, with my drink, I kind of feel like the lemon is the best with the sweet and sour.
Okay.
Wow, that was really disgusting.
I tried to tell you
She
that.
did try to tell me that they were probably pretty old. Yeah. Wow.
How's
Now,
that?
of course, traditionally, we'd be pushing the little Pez's head
Right, and we
and
can in a
extracting
moment.
it. Don't tease me.
Oh, I didn't.
Cheers. They're like I remembered. Semi-flavorless,
Yeah,
and yet strangely flavorful at the same time.
like the pledge you used to.
Yeah. It's like licking your grandma's dining room table.
Pez is a toy that eats like a candy. I'm not sure if that's the phrase, but I like it.
It might be the candy that eats like a toy.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right, let's go
On that-
over. Take your
let's
Pez
go
and let's
over
go
it.
over there.
Let's do it.
Hi.
Here we are back at the table. Laura, do you have any Pez?
I do, but not as much as I used to, or the same amount because I stopped.
Okay.
Meaning, I have more
How does
Funkos.
one measure Pez? Do you just count the dispensers? Do you count the packaging? It's a question for another day. I'm going to have to depend on you today because I really don't know much about it.
I know. Well, I've forgotten much of it, so, whatever
So
you get
let's-
is fresh.
Let's have a drink to get started.
Oh, good.
Cheers.
A PEZ cocktail.
It's actually so much better than I expected. Whew.
So, PEZ. So, it started long ago in, Austria by a family or a person named Haas. 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 Is there crack in here?
There is not, but I feel like I should yodel because we're going to Austria. Yodelay.
I'm not sure if it's Austria. Anyway, it was,
delicious.
Hungary.
Hungry? No thanks, I ate.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I don't know.
Anyway, PEZ started, I believe, in Hungary. We'll check it all out. But long ago, it started, maybe Germany.
It started somewhere in Europe.
Because it started as a mint. So everybody thought it was this thing that could, help you curb smoking. Hello, 30s, hello. So it started about the 30s, and PEZ is taken from a German word, peppermints. No, peppermints.
Because
Peppermints. Did you spike that?
not. I don't know what's gone into us today. So, back on track. Do we know what the first PEZ dispenser was?
Yes, it was for mints. So it's for the German word for peppermint is peppermints.
It'll be right here.
Yes, and so PEZ, P-E-Z, was the middle, was the first letter, the middle letter, and the last letter, P-E-Z. That's how it all started. It was mints and didn't have characters at all. It was, just up to here with peppermint.
Boy, that sounds like no fun at all, though.
I know. And then it took a shift. I think in...
Took a what? Anywho, so you got the mints and you got the little stick, right?
Maybe we'll put this over here.
Yeah.
What stick?
This part, the little dispenser part, and that's all you got.
That's all you got in the peppermint long ago. And so, long about the 60s and 70s, they started building these characters where, you know, I can't remember who it was because I wasn't born until the 70s. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that. And so they shifted into fruity candy. They shifted into licenses. They shifted into actual everyday folks. Steve, if you hand me this little booklet.
The collector's guide.
Yes, my brother got me that long ago. So
Surprisingly heavy.
I know. So, I mean, it started off with all kinds of stuff, with actual, you know, and we'll show you pictures. This is what it sort of looked like with the mints.
It kind of looks like a cigarette lighter, actually.
Well, maybe they were trying to say, oh, it's really a cigarette lighter. But they surely, you know, moved into licenses and characters of lions
And tigers.
and bears.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. And, of course, holiday stuff. And so, I mean, this value price guide is not up to date anymore.
No, but it would still give you an idea of what the popular ones were, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, to this day, they're still producing PEZ as is for holidays. I don't know what to show you here.
Well, let's just kind of work across the table, starting on my side, because I think I have some big PEZ in front of me, unless I'm hallucinating.
No, that's okay. It seems like we are hallucinating. But yes, those big PEZ came later, and they contain actual whole packages.
Oh. Can I open it?
Yeah, go ahead. And so that is what comes out of there, is actual whole packages.
Well, that is pretty fun. I've
Yeah.
never seen that before.
Yeah, instead of
love
just
it.
one. Yes. So, and then one of the first baseball teams that they made in a taller one is Cubs.
And Charlie Brown.
There you go. There's some in there already.
Preloaded.
Yeah.
Good job, Charlie.
He usually is preloaded.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's just that. And then the regular PEZ, which I only have a couple back here. Fred Flintstone, Fred, Barney, Dino. It had the whole gang. I loved. And it almost, you know, I've talked to many people, and it is, you know, you talk about packages for Funko. People who collect PEZ, they don't care about the packaging because, you know, if you keep them long enough, it will fall off these cards that they have. You would think.
The glue will degrade.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So they don't even care about the packaging. They did care back in the day. They didn't have these feet. They call them feet. And
And they are shaped like feet.
yeah, but the very beginning ones didn't, which I have maybe one and I couldn't find, have no feet. Those are the ones that have some value to them. But I didn't care. I just started collecting them and loved the colors, everything from Garfield to the Snoopy Gang to whatever. And I actually went to France.
To get PEZ?
Well, to probably have some wine
Okay.
and lots of bread.
Delicious.
And I picked up. They sold PEZ there too. This Asterix is a cartoon based out of, I think, France and Belgium and things like that. So it says PEZ bonbons. I love that.
Oh, that is cute.
And this too. I picked up this there too. This there too.
We are real languagistans today.
You're right. So see the bonbons. So
I do.
And so had.
It says made in Austria. I think we're back to Austria.
What did I say?
Germany.
Oh,
Well,
they're
we
very
ended in
close.
Germany. We toured We went from Austria to Hungary to Germany.
Okay.
It says Austria.
Okay, what does it say now?
I don't know the answer to that.
This is something else. So these newer ones, Orange, Connecticut. So
Okay.
they moved their distribution, I think, at some point from New York to Orange, Connecticut. And they have a museum, I think, in Orange, Connecticut. We should probably
Road
go.
trip, we really
should
should.
probably go.
Now, see, to me, I would think that these two sets would be pretty pricey and collectible because, you know, this movie called Wicked happened this year.
I know.
And Star Trek's real popular. Is there some value to those?
Not a dime. This was from 2009, and they said it was a limited edition, but I believe they made like 300,000 of them, and I don't know how much of the regular ones they make anyway. But yeah, if you look on eBay, that's your source for anything to see what they're selling for. They're selling about 15 bucks. I think I paid 20 bucks for it, at least. But for, you know...
You're not going to sell them anyway.
No, I've kept them all this time. But PEZ is still out there. It's still licensing its name for everything from socks to this taco block build. So this is like a Lego thing with, I'm going to have you put that together later.
Okay, perfect. I love a project.
But that's a license. And so is this. This is like a bubble wand. And this is going to my goddaughters or whatever. But it's very cute, right?
It's really cute. And you were talking about licensing. I mean, that's brand new. That one up there is from the Minecraft movie that is just going to be in theaters.
Absolutely. So they're still selling this. They're still doing their thing with it. And yeah, it's cute. I don't know much about mine. Also, this is Hey Hey. From Moana 2 or 1. He's in both of them.
Yeah.
So they're still doing their thing. And so there for a while, about 20... When did we go to Star Wars Celebration?
Probably about
Chicago.
2018.
2018. So there to the left of, or I'm not a scientist, there over here is Jabba. The hut, made by Funko. Funko and PEZ had a brief marriage of many different PEZ, from Winnie the Pooh to Star Wars to, Batman to Marvel, with the bigger head like a Funko is, but they don't make them anymore.
Funko, they really cycle through things. They don't stick with anything too long.
Right.
But PEZ certainly sticks around for a while.
PEZ has.
We're going to put a short little video clip on top of us right now of Laura's collection, and she's got a fancy rack for the PEZ.
Oh.
And we'll put that little video clip in right there. But it is a pretty impressive collection. We have that new display rack. Maybe that's what continues to go in that.
Okay. Well, where is it? I haven't seen that yet.
It's a great question.
Okay.
All right.
But one more thing. So all of this is still tumbling on. And then, from PEZ example, PEZ is a toy. There's a Pop-Ups, Lollipops, that it's actually in Niles, Illinois. It's by my work. That is so similar to PEZ. You can get them at your grocery stores, you can get them at your dollar stores, or whatever. But it has that toy effect.
And here's a handy carrying case, even though Papa Smurf's ears get in the way.
Well, that's what they say.
Right.
That's what they say.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Well, did you get it? So
I can get it open, but then he doesn't want to close.
he doesn't want to pop back up.
That just wants me to eat that sucker.
Well, you should, because you enjoy a good sucker.
I love a good candy.
And so things are still being made and licensed in a similar fashion, similar size, because of PEZ. And I love it.
I love it too.
I'll still pick up a few things. I picked up Tom and Jerry. Oh, here it is. Uh-oh, was that your drink?
Nope, it's the Funko.
Move over,
Yes.
Funko. But yeah, the Funko tie-in too. I know this is always a mess here, but you know, along about the same time they were making the Funko PEZ, they came out with Funko Pop characters, you know, that classic clown and things like that. And so, I mean, that's all I wanted to show you guys because it's like the precursor and it's a great collectible, even with the new ones. If you wanted to get all Disney, if you wanted to get all video games, if you wanted to get all superheroes, you still have that luxury.
You do. Well, thank you for sharing another one of your collections. Did we learn anything today? I don't know.
No.
But did we have fun?
Yes,
We did.
always.
On that note,
Thank you.
stay pickled.
Stay geeky. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that was a great drink.